Right folks, brace yourselves. We need to unpack Sony XM6 upgrades. Is this truly a text limitations or a 40 chess move exploiting consumer psychology? As a longtime Sony fanboy, I endured 2 weeks of skull-crushing pain with this. Let's unbox this piece. First, the outer packaging still screams 1000X series complete with the user manual clipped to the box. Band the same as the XM5, the box is smaller now. As we all know, the foldable design upgrade, and they swapped the finicky zipper for magnetic flaps, and open it is just the XM6 reeking of overpowering plastic feel, a flimsy 3.5mm to 3.5mm cable, and USB to C charging cable. That's it. Such a minimalist and eco-friendly, sure, Sony. Let's compare the XM6 to the XM5 visually. Get the differences. The XM6 headband opens wider, but even you adjusted a max extension, it curves inward like hungry clamp. I mean, it digs deeper into your skull. The clamps feel vicious. Don't kid yourself, this crushes my long hits and piano skill like if you were a bit hit. We strapped both into our lab's pressure sensors. XM6 clamp force is bigger than XM5, about XM4, only slightly less brutal than the Ultra Wear. That's cold, hard data, folks. And there are some minor tweaks. They slapped a metal mesh over the micles. That's fancy. And the power button is swapped from an awkward, elongated strip to a satisfying silk clicker. I'll admit, that's marginally more ergonomic. So this deep dive boils down to 2 deal breakers and 1 redeeming feature. Strap in, I'll spell every gruesome detail of my head clamp hell. Flaw 1. The clamping force. User please. Make your cuffs bigger. Sony. Okay, let's make it foldable. User beg. Softer headband please. Sony. Okay, let's make it foldable. Sony marketing, revolutionary lightweight materials. Sony reality, let's add 4 grams of weight to reduce pollution and pain. So why is this generational clamps force worse? Sony noise cancellation obsession demanded a tighter steel. Without redesigning the headband's core mechanism, increased pressure was inevitable. Then came the foldable design, same headband length, but now needing to collapse inward. Those pivot points got tweaked to angle the cuffs deeper toward the storage case. Inevitably, that inward tilt redirect clamping pressure straight into your temples. Next up, let's talk about how the XM6 sound tuned with input from Post Malone. Now we'll play recording of the XM5 and XM6 captured on a binaural stereo microphone. Listen and see which one sounds better to you. And take a guess at which model is.
Let myself down to the bottom. There is no place to hide and no one can hold me. My name is so tight, they call me Daddy Girl. You made me a swimmer, so I'm on my own. Falling apart, no stopping to lose. I'm clumsy and not you call me a loser. La 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 la. I swear you can call me a loser. La 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 la. I swear you can call me a loser.
Flaw 2. The ANC algorithm is a hot mess. User beg, just let us turn off smart noise cancelling completely. Sony. Okay, fine, we'll upgrade to 12 mics plus a new QN processor. More power there. User beg, either optimizing the algorithm or give us manual control over exact sound to block. Sony. Got it. Now, indoor noise cancelling is just as strong as outdoor. Wait, what does that mean? Basically, in quiet places like dorms, office, or libraries, where you only need light noise cancelling, the XM6 suddenly feel like it's hitting XM5's deepest ANC level, strong, but the second you step into a loud subway, airport, or malls, the XM6 Max ANC somehow feels weaker than the MX5. Here is a sort of the math. Imagine smart ANC adjust between 0 to 25 decibel. Based on your surroundings, the XM5 goes from 2 plus 8, when we get a total of 10. ANC power, while the XM6 is a 5 plus 5. So the result is, like, in quiet spaces, you feel like, wow, XM6 ANC is insane, huge upgrade. And in loud spaces, did Sony just downgrade this? Is my pair broken? Well, I'm not sure. Time for a spicy take. Sorry, Sony, since most people being going to drop $300 plus on the XM6 will test it in store. A controlled, relatively quiet environment. With this tweak, every demo feels like a massive improvement. Cue the marketing hype and their pitch, and boom, easy sell. And when you're actually commuting where ANC matters most, you're probably jamming to music, not critically comparing performance, so you keep the XM6, stay loyal to Sony, and even defend it online. My XM6 is perfect, any haters just want clicks, it's genius or shady, you decide. Now let's hear the ANC difference with this blind test time. By the way, about XM6, there is still one solid win and one harsh reality. It finally supports LE audio. Gamers can now enjoy ultra-low latency for both gameplay and voice chat without sacrificing sound quality. But the bad is not so many phones support LE audio yet. Right now, you'll need the latest chipset from Qualcomm or MediaTek to even use it. When user demands clash with Sony's unique products understanding, you get a headphone upgrade that feels like a dark comedy of somehow errors. The WH-1000 XM6 experience splits it into two stark realities. On the one hand, the Schrödinger upgrade of LE audio, a godsend of competitive gamers in theory, but with barely compatible devices, this future-proof feature remains just out of reach, a sweet promise but barely tasted. On the other hand, the vice grip fits an ANC algorithm chaos. The clamp is a painful trait for portability. The adaptive noise cancelling feels precision tuned only for store demos, wowing you indoors then leaving you swallowing disappointment during your commute. Alright, these feelings come from a Sony die-hard who genuinely had sky-high hopes for the XM6. All that gripping is just my raw subjective take after a week of wearing. So if you're in these, do not buy blindly. Head to store, test the clamp force, test the ANC and loud corners, wear them for 20 minutes. What crushed my big head might be your perfect fit. Tech specs are here, but don't tell the whole story. Your ears and skull get the final vote. That's a wrap on today's. If you have any of us to review, leave it in the comments section. I hope to be back as soon as possible. Thank you for watching and see you next video.